Well, today is November 1st. Sort of a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, it seemed like everything was more or less at a standstill. I was waiting for the consulate to get back to me. I was waiting for the insurance to get back to me. I was waiting for doctors to talk to us to see what they could do. So there was a lot of waiting going on yesterday. A friend of mine who has an air ambulance company got involved a little bit and sent a few emails to try to straighten out some of the misunderstandings of what my perception was and what their role was supposed to be. And it seems that and then I emailed a couple of times as well, expressing my concerns about things and what we had purchased or thought we were purchasing in the travel insurance. So it really came down to our policy was supposed to have a $1 million emergency evacuation and repatriation clause. But it seems that though this was one of the bullet points and selling points for this insurance, it's not what the insurer had intended. And that has been where the sticking point is, because they've been only willing to pay for a economy seat first, and there was some confusion on that. First, it was an economy seat for me and medical transport for Heather. Then they said no, the economy seat was for Heather, and so all other seats I would have to purchase. So we were trying to get a stretcher flight on a commercial airline, which takes up 9 seats plus the 3 passengers, me and 2 nurses, and that, per the insurance mediator, was about $150,000. So air transport was $500,000. Stretcher flight was $150,000. Now, the reason why we bought insurance is because we don't have that kind of money. Our friends don't have that kind of money. Our family don't have that kind of money. So, basically it put us in a bind. So I had contacted the consulate to see if there was any financial aid or assistance through them. And I did get an email back saying, yes, if the insurance does not pay or we can't come up with the funds, then they can assist us with that. So that was a good thing. That was like the first positive set of news that we had received. The second thing is today I received a phone call from the mediator, and they took all of the information from my friend, from the consulate, because the consulate also got involved and called them, the hospital here, because some things have changed with my wife. She now has she's had it, but now it's starting to become active. She has a resistant bacteria that is in one of her wounds. It's been inactive, and now it's becoming active, so they're now having to treat it. So that has changed her medical condition a little bit. Plus, the repatriation clause was brought up. So all of this was resubmitted, and I guess they, instead of just having paperwork going back and forth, they actually held a meeting, a teleconference or whatever. So from what the mediator told me is they got very good vibes from the insurer, and that they acknowledged the confusion in the account, and they are going to try to make it right. Now we have 24 hours to hear back from them. I'm hoping beyond hope that they step up and say, yeah, oops, we kind of presented this as one thing, but this really wasn't what. And since, of course, it'd be easy to purchase something based on that, because it was the highest amount of any of the travel insurance companies that had this repatriation. Everybody else was about 500,000 to 750,000. So this was the highest at 1 million. So of course you're going to jump on the one that you think is going to be the best for you. So that's where we're currently at. So my knee's still bugging the crap out of me. So I'm going to take off here and go to dinner. I'm standing here under the building edge because, as you can see, it's a little wet out. It's raining. So, and I forgot to run an update yesterday. I was just so broken from going back and forth saying, no, we're not covering. You're going to have to figure this out on your own. It's just been round and round and round. And luckily, a lot of my friends have stepped up with ideas, different types of emergency flights that are provided, like Angel Wings or something like that. A couple of my friends gave me a long list, and I've been emailing all of them as well this morning before I got my phone call. So regretfully, my morning is everybody else's nighttime, so probably hear something back from all those places today. But at least now it seems like this might be coming to a head. They were saying that it is being pushed for the air transport that was large enough to carry my wife's wheelchair, which is the most expensive route, but everybody feels it is the best route for us to go. So that's the hope. So let's go find something to eat and hopefully get a few hours of good sleep, because last night I was up all evening. Last night I stopped and picked up a couple of these. They're deep fried with shrimp in the middle with like a crispy batter on the outside. They were really good. Okay, we got people walking in the middle of the road and a car. All right, so I made it past Chinatown into the shopping district. It's got it covered here, so no more umbrella time. Now we're gonna search. So if I go straight, I can get a nice hamburger, but I think I'm gonna try something else today. We will see what we can find. They already have stuff up for Christmas. It says Merry Christmas. Kind of early. Well, I guess not. It's November. All right. No KFC. I've already tried that. No McDonald's. Already did that. Like I said, we'll find something. There are plenty of places to eat in here. Alright, so I was walking down there and I turned up one of the side little streets, which is actually goes underneath here. And it goes downstairs where there's some restaurants, and then there was a thing saying there's a cafe upstairs. And what intrigued me, I don't know if they have any pictures of it. They had this. See if I can flip through here. I don't see it, but they had this like dish with the Eiffel Tower. It was kind of cool looking. But they have these giant desserts. See, 120 centimeters tall. It's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna hunt something down off this menu and call it a nice dinner. We'll see. I don't know where that was on the menu, but that's what kind of drew me to this restaurant. It's kind of cool. Plus they have all these really neat desserts. It's pretty good. They call it a Turkish rice cafe Olympic. Good place. All right, so I had dinner and then I went across the walkway to the department store that was there, and I found a little gift for Heather. So they really wrapped this thing up. They wrapped it, they put it in a plastic bag to keep the weather off it. Yeah, they went all out. So then I head back to the hospital and hopefully have a good night's rest.